My name is Lauren Chin, and I'm a proud MC Foundation student director, and along with Iman Saqib, we are MCs of today's Scholarship Luncheon. We are incredibly happy that you could all be here today. I'm an early college student, which means that when I graduate this May, I will earn my associate's degree in general engineering exactly 1 week before I earn my high school diploma. While I may be younger than many of my peers, my journey at Montgomery College actually began in the summer of 2015 when I took my first 2 classes at the Rockville campus, Adventures in Mathematics and Cooking It Up with Kids. Although my baking hobby as an 8-year-old may have been short-lived, my love for learning certainly wasn't. Returning to the college 9 years later, I've embraced the opportunity to challenge myself academically. Looking back, I've come a long way from Adventures in Mathematics to successfully completing all of the highest level math courses offered at MC. But the most transformative part of my educational journey happened outside of the classroom. In high school, I was involved in many extracurricular activities such as the varsity swim team, It's Academic, and Mu Alpha Theta, but I never truly stepped out of my comfort zone. That all changed when I came to MC. Here, I became a leader through my work as an SJ senator, and I began advocating as a student member of the Academic Services Governance Council. It was also here that I began building my confidence in public speaking through my role on the Philanthropy Council and as a participant on a panel hosted by Dr. Williams. In my time at MC, I've grown immensely from a quiet 16-year-old missing her high school friends to the 17-year-old standing here today speaking to a room filled with influential donors, college leadership, and my fellow students. I'm happy to share with you all that I will be attending Cornell University as an intended electrical and computer engineering major and Cornell Tradition Fellow. Representing less than 4% of the entire undergraduate body, I have been selected as a fellow for my dedication to work, service, and scholarship while in high school. While at Cornell, I plan on staying connected with the MC Philanthropy Council Iman and I worked so hard to establish this past year. Through leadership development and strategic partnerships, the Philanthropy Council was created to build a stronger, more engaged community while extending the reach of the Montgomery College Foundation. As council members, we vote to allocate foundation funds, lead community service projects, secure donor legacy statements, and host signature events such as the MC Foundation Philanthropy Day. In short, the Philanthropy Council works to build a legacy of generosity and opportunity that we hope will inspire future generations. I'm ecstatic for the future of this council and the impact we will have on the community beyond MC. Grounded by my humanitarian values, my ultimate aspiration is to earn my master's in human-computer interaction and pursue a career in human-centered smart product design. Reflecting on my time at MC, I acknowledge how fortunate I am to have begun my pursuit of higher education without the financial burden that many students face. While I may not be a scholarship recipient myself through my role as a foundation student director, I understand both the value and the impact of financial support. Scholarships allow students who face economic barriers to focus on academics and personal growth. So to the donors here today, I thank you. Your generous gifts create opportunities for countless students to chase ambitious dreams and achieve the unthinkable. Thank you for your unwavering support and for seeing the great potential within each one of us. I am now pleased to introduce my fellow student director, Iman Saqib.
Thank you, Lauren, for the introduction. As Lauren indicated, my name is Iman Saqib. Standing here in front of you feels surreal. 4 years ago, I left behind everything in Pakistan, my home, my friends, and the life I'd always known. Moving here was exciting, but it also felt overwhelming. I was stepping into a new world where everything was unfamiliar. While I was eager to embrace new opportunities, I knew that adjusting to this new environment would be a challenge that would extend well beyond academics. Back home, I was always passionate about advocacy and speaking up for what mattered, but opportunities to engage were limited. Coming to Montgomery College changed that for me. Once I started MC, I had no trouble keeping up with my classes. I'm a bit of a nerd. You would usually find me in a library or a quiet corner studying. Like Lauren, academics was never the biggest challenge for me. The real challenge was finding the courage to engage outside of the classroom. I was shy, introverted, and hesitant to put myself out there, but I knew I wanted to change that, and MC gave me the opportunity, space, and encouragement to grow. I started by joining clubs and councils, which is when everything began to shift. I became a representative on the Student Council and the Equity and Excellence Committee, both of which gave me a voice and helped me understand the power of representation. From there, I served as the chair of community service, cultural, and religious clubs. And now, I serve as the secretary of Rockville Campus Council, and Lauren and I represent our fellow students as MC Foundation student directors, where together we became the founding chairs of the Philanthropy Council, an initiative that is incredibly close to my heart. Through this journey, I've built leadership skills while learning about the power of community and collaboration. My growth at MC extended beyond campus. Thanks to the Paul Peck Humanities Institute, I secured an internship at the Library of Congress, followed by another great internship at the District Courthouse in Rockville. These experiences gave me a glimpse of the professional world and boosted my confidence even further. While at MC, I've worked really hard and made it to Dean's List every semester. I'm proud to say that I'm a Phi Theta Kappa member and the Renaissance Honor Scholar. I even won the Coca-Cola Silver Scholarship and Dr. Hardin Jr. Academic Excellence Award recently. My greatest achievement, however, is the person I've become today through my experiences both inside and outside of the classroom. MC has given me more than education. It has given me a home, a voice, and the courage to step outside into the world with confidence. Thank you for believing in me and for allowing me to become the best version of myself. Before concluding, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to the scholarship donors who have profoundly impacted on my education and that of many others. Your generosity is more than financial support. It's a belief in our potential and driving force behind our ambitions. On behalf of all the students, thank you for investing in our futures and inspiring us to excel and give back.
For those of you whom I may not have had the pleasure of meeting yet, my name is Bernadette Maldonado, and I am overjoyed to serve the Raptor community as your new Vice President of Development and Alumni Relations and Executive Director of the Montgomery College Foundation. Thank you. Thank you. So kind. I was drawn to Montgomery College and its mission for deeply personal reasons. As a former community college student, I know firsthand the life-changing impact of accessible education. I also understand the path to higher education can be daunting, especially for those facing financial hardships and personal obstacles, or those who are first-generation college students like me. Since I arrived to the college, several of you have shared with me the many reasons you invest your time and treasure to support the college's mission. You, our most generous scholarship donors, are partners in this mission. Today, we are grateful to gather and celebrate you. We also depend on the support and unwavering advocacy we receive from our hardworking and dedicated elected officials, some of whom are with us here today. We are joined by Council President Kate Stewart,
Good.
Council Member Kristen Mink, staff from Council Member Lori Ann Sal's office, Delegate Teresa Warman, Montgomery County Sheriff Maxwell Wee, Mayor of Tacoma Park, Talisha Sear, and former U.S. Representative Connie Morella. Your presence is a powerful reminder of the vital role you play in supporting education and strengthening our community. We are deeply grateful for your continued commitment to the college's mission. Your advocacy and partnership help us empower students, drive innovation, and shape a brighter future for all. We are truly valuable partners with you in mission and are honored to have you with us today. I would be remiss if I didn't also acknowledge the members of our devoted volunteer boards, including the college's Board of Trustees, our Alumni Association Board of Governors, and the Pinckney Innovation Complex for Science and Technology. Finally, I would like to express our collective gratitude for the hosts of today's lunch, the dedicated members of the Foundation's Board of Directors, chaired by Mary Pat Alkus. This wonderful group of individuals share an unbreakable commitment to the college's mission. They give generously of their time and resources to ensure that the college remains a place of opportunity and success for every student. Their leadership, insight, and passion play an essential role in advancing our mission and strengthening the college's impact within the community. I would like to ask all the members of the Board of Directors who are here today to please stand and be recognized. Sure. Today, I would like to shine a spotlight on another group of donors, individuals who help distinguish Montgomery College from many other organizations, and that is our employees, especially our retirees. Our talented faculty, administrators, and staff dedicate their time and expertise to shaping our students' futures. Many also foster a culture of philanthropy at the college, contributing their financial resources to augment the vital support necessary for the college to advance its mission and provide the maximum support that they can to our students. Your extraordinary generosity speaks volumes about your commitment to the values of this institution, values that are shared by the college faculty retiree Pat Rupert, who along with her husband Craig will be speaking later in the program, and we're so pleased that they're here with us today. There is, of course, more to be done, which is why I am excited to share an incredible opportunity for all of us to make even more significant impact together. This past October, we publicly launched Our College, Our Community, Our Future, a $50 million fundraising campaign. This broad-based initiative is an investment in student success and the future of our region. Through scholarships, emergency assistance, and programs and other funding opportunities, we are removing barriers and empowering the next generation of leaders, innovators, and change makers. Thanks to the generosity of many in this room, we have already made tremendous progress on this bold endeavor, raising more than $37 million towards our $50 million goal. Our work, though, is far from over. There are still students in need, dreams yet to be realized, and opportunities waiting to be unlocked. With your continued financial commitment, we can meet and exceed our campaign goal, ensuring that every student served by the college builds a thriving future and goes on to make meaningful contributions that positively impact the communities of Montgomery County and beyond. Together, we can deliver on the college's bold set of transformational aspirations of access, completion, and post-completion success, profoundly changing the lives of our students and society. And as we look toward the future, we turn to the leaders of tomorrow for inspiration. You heard from two such individuals earlier, Iman Saquib and Lauren Chen, our Student Foundation Board Directors and our co-presidents of the Student Philanthropy Council. You will later hear from another student who will share their impact story with you. All three of these students embody the very spirit of Montgomery College, the drive to succeed, the passion for making a positive impact in society, and the unwavering belief that education is the key to a better future. I want to thank you again for joining us today. Together, we can transform lives, strengthen Montgomery County and other communities, and create a lasting legacy of opportunity. I look forward to getting to know you and working alongside each of you on this journey because, as our campaign theme declares, it is our college, our community, and our future. It is now my honor to introduce Mary Pat Alkes, the chair of the Montgomery College Foundation's Board of Directors. Mary Pat exemplifies what it means to be a leader. Her unwavering commitment to the college's mission, her tireless advocacy, and her thoughtful guidance have made a lasting impact on all of us. Fortunate enough to work alongside her, she leads with wisdom, a vision, and a compassion and humility with a deep sense of purpose. Please join me in welcoming someone who continues to elevate the work we do and the community we serve, our chair, Mary Pat Alkes.
Thank you, Bernadette, and welcome to your first scholarship luncheon. Though you've only been in the role of executive director for a few short months, your leadership and vision have already made a remarkable impact. We are delighted that you are here. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Directors, I want to thank each of you for joining us today. In particular, I want to welcome our generous scholarship donors and our remarkable students. One of the greatest privileges of serving on the Board of Directors for the Montgomery College Foundation is the opportunity to meet incredible students that we support. Each one of them reminds us why this work matters so deeply. They inspire us with their work ethic, their drive, and their unwavering commitment to build not just a better future for themselves, but a better world for all of us. Looking around the room, I am filled with gratitude. I see many familiar faces who've been steadfast supporters of the college's mission. I also see many new faces, scholarship donors who are joining us for the first time. To each of you, I thank you. Your generosity is not only changing individual lives, it's also shaping the future of our entire community. As scholarship donors, each of you has chosen to support Montgomery College for your own personal reasons. Whatever your motivation, your support fuels our most ambitious fundraising campaign, our college, our community, our future. This campaign is about expanding access, removing barriers, and ensuring that every student, regardless of their financial situation, can learn, grow, and succeed. Montgomery College is the cornerstone of this community, providing pathways to opportunity for students from all walks of life who share one important trait in common. They're working toward a better future, not just for themselves, but for their families and for the community at large. But the impact of Montgomery College doesn't stop at individual student access. The college plays a vital role in building a strong and prepared workforce. Local businesses depend on us to educate and train the next generation of skilled professionals. Workers who will drive innovation, growth, and economic success in Montgomery County and beyond. By supporting scholarships, you're strengthening that workforce and investing in the long-term vitality of our community. To our scholarship donors, I encourage you to look around the room and see the faces of those whose lives you're changing. Your generosity opens doors that might otherwise remain closed. Through your support, you are sharing a powerful message that says, I believe in you. I want you to have every opportunity. In some cases, you're saying, I want you to have the same educational opportunities I had or that I provided for my own children. To our scholarship recipients, I encourage you to look around the room and see the faces of those who believe in you, who recognize your potential, and who are invested in your success. These donors have chosen to stand beside you on your journey, and I hope you take inspiration from their generosity as you move forward in your education and careers. We know that when you choose to invest in Montgomery College and our students, you're placing your trust in the foundation to be responsible stewards of your generosity. Please know that we take this responsibility with the utmost care and dedication. Every dollar you give is treated with the respect it deserves, ensuring that it reaches the students who need it most and creates the greatest possible impact. The strength of Montgomery College lies in the collective commitment of those who believe in its mission. That commitment is at the heart of the Foundation's campaign, and it's what drives us to ensure that every decision we make strengthens this institution and the lives it touches. As I prepare to step down as board chair at the end of June, I do so knowing that this commitment will only continue to grow. I'm very happy to share that Erica Weber will assume the role of chair on July 1. Erica's dedication, leadership, and deep investment in the college's success make her the perfect person to continue this important work. I'm also thrilled that Marty Coburn will step into the role of vice chair. As a proud MC alumnus, Marty brings not only strategic vision, but a personal understanding of the transformative power of a Montgomery College education. With Erica, Marty, and the collective strength of this community, I know that Montgomery College's impact will continue to expand. Thank you again for being here and for your unwavering support. It is now my pleasure to introduce the college's president, who leads this institution with vision, purpose, and an unshakable belief in the potential of our students. And he's also a fellow scholarship donor. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jermaine F. Williams.
Fantastic. It's a wonderful to see everyone here. Before I get started, I guess I am technically started, can we just give a round of applause for Lauren and Iman, our student MCs and Montgomery College Foundation Board Directors. Thank you. And thank you, Mary Pat, for your leadership, and thank you to all of our Montgomery College Foundation directors. Thank you very much. You're awesome, pouring so much dedication into ensuring that Montgomery College can thrive. So thank you. Thank you very much. It is truly a pleasure to be here with you today for this very special occasion. I also want to thank our elected officials who I know are in the room, and I want to specifically highlight our County Council President, Kate Stewart, who is navigating her colleagues through a very complex time. So thank you, Council President Stewart, very much. As we look around and we see our students, our faculty, our staff, so many others who are supporting Montgomery College, supporting our community, supporting our future, just take a moment to reflect that this event represents the very best of the Montgomery College community. This gathering, it's more than a luncheon. It is a celebration of opportunity, generosity, and dreams in the making. Each of you here is a co-star in the story of our students' journeys. Through your philanthropy, you help our students discover their passions and unlock their potential so they can transform lives, enrich the community, and change the world. Transform lives, enrich the community, and change the world. Scholarships are powerful investments. They propel students to post-completion success where they can impact their families and communities. They prepare future engineers, educators, architects, mechanics, nurses, and entrepreneurs who very literally change the world. When we invest in students, we invest in the strength of our local economy and the promise of future generations. I still remember the moment I received my first scholarship as an undergraduate. I felt elated and deeply relieved, right? Someone I had never met chose to invest in my future, right? It was transformational. I share that because it's important. I want our students to know I've been in some of the same places and spaces where you have. wondering how you're going to pay for tuition, books, sometimes food and other items essential for education. Scholarships are more than financial support. They are affirmations that someone sees your potential and believes in your dreams. To our donors, please know that I stand with you in support of our students. As you heard from Mary Pat, my wife Maggie and I have established an endowment with the Montgomery College Foundation that will support students, right? Truly, it's very kind. Thank you. Truly, the generosity of our donors is so important and deeply appreciated, which is why I am very happy to introduce two individuals today. Today, we shine a spotlight on two luminaries in our community, Pat and Craig Rupert. Let's give them a round of applause. I'm not done. Oh. That's good. We just have a few more minutes. All right. Not many more minutes, but a few more minutes, because I need to share a little bit about Pat and Craig Rupert. All right. Their generosity is shaping the future of early childhood education. Their gift goes beyond financial support. It's a visionary commitment to lifting barriers and ensuring all children from infancy to grade 3 have access to passionate, prepared educators. In fall 2025, thanks to their support, bilingual academic coaches from the Achieving the Promise Academy will be embedded in early childhood education classes. This initiative is crucial, especially in a county home to 75,000 children under the age of 5, where the need for inclusive, quality education is growing. Pat Rupert's journey as a beloved professor of philosophy and women's studies at Montgomery College speaks volumes. Her passion, mentorship, and steadfast belief in her students created ripples that continue to inspire. Outside of the classroom, she built bridges for our students by connecting them to business leaders and professional networks. Craig and Pat are not only benefactors, they are part of the MC family. As students themselves, they've experienced firsthand the dedication of our faculty. Their investment today is built on that lived experience. Beyond their impact at the college, their work through the Rupert Family Foundation touches many lives. Craig's business, Rupert Companies, is a model of inclusive economic opportunity, employing professionals across roles from landscapers and mechanics to business developers and customer service teams. His commitment to building community prosperity extends far beyond company walls. We're also honored to welcome some of Craig and Pat's children today. Your presence, thank you for joining us. Let's give them a round of applause. Your presence today celebrates the legacy your parents are building, a legacy of compassion, commitment, and belief in education as a great equalizer. To Pat and Craig, and to all of our generous donors, thank you. Your contributions don't just make education possible, they transform lives, uplift communities, and shape a more promising tomorrow. And now, before we invite our keynote speakers to the stage, let's take a moment to watch a video featuring some of Montgomery College's youngest stars.
One of the major misconceptions is just the importance of early childhood education, the importance of shaping and nurturing young minds.
The importance of early childhood education is that we want our children to be educated and well cared for. Early childhood educators are caring for people's most precious thing in the world.
We are a lab school, so we're connected with the larger college, and we work in accordance to the one college model. We work with the School of Education and the Workforce and Continuing Education Department to provide a lab school environment for students. We are a state licensed, NACCE accredited, the National Association for the Education of Young Children Center. And the lab school environment means that the students actually can see the learning theories in action.
The center and the school has helped me a huge amount because they've been helping me with lesson plans, figuring out how to do that, figuring out how to deal with kids when it comes to behavior, and also when it comes to how to teach in a specific way.
In the lab school, they're able to work with children one-on-one and in small groups. They're able to lead instruction. They're able to assist with lesson planning and learning how to formulate their lessons, how to implement their lessons. They learn how different teachers handle different situations, so they're exposed to different teaching styles, but at the core, they're exposed to developmentally appropriate practices. And with that as a strong foundation, they can be leaders in early childhood.
I think it's a great program. You'll be able to really enjoy the school and the professors, and later when you become your own teacher, you will feel like you went to a great school and you will feel like you got the right and correct information. I'm going to be able to take those experiences that my professors have taught me and use that when I have my own class, when I have my own students. The best thing is knowing that I'm going to be a really important part of their lives.
And now, please join me in welcoming our keynote speakers, Pat and Craig Rupert.
To every student in this large room, you've worked hard to be here. You have spent countless hours studying, seeking mentors, agonizing over the things you could or should be doing for someone else instead of studying, getting food, money, a safe place to live, juggling social and political realities, all the while pursuing academic excellence. Round of applause. And you are here, and my husband and I are here with you. We are honored to be here with you. A word about myself. I taught philosophy and women's studies at Montgomery College for 13 years. I absolutely loved my students. As young and not so young adults, I once had like a 64-year-old guy in my women's studies class. You students believe in the power of education and how it can help us shape a better world. I've had countless students tell me that they're going to go back to their childhood home, bringing their education with them so they can contribute to their own beloved communities in an important way. Thank you for that impulse, for that commitment and that energy. Until Montgomery College, I had never taken a philosophy course, and I was interested in learning about it. I had my undergraduate degree in zoology, but I was a full-time mom and a homemaker. My husband, Craig, was building his landscape business and nursery, tree nursery. When my youngest child started high school, I looked up philosophy in the course catalog at Montgomery College. I chose Women in Philosophy. Perfect. That course launched a whole new track of lifelong learning for me. Fast forward a couple of years, I completed a graduate degree, and then I got a job teaching philosophy and women's studies at Montgomery College. Meanwhile, our family's landscape and tree growing business was flourishing, and we realized it was time to give back to this county. It had been so good for our family and our businesses. So, as a family, we embraced a giving philosophy with a horizon of 100 years. 100 years of giving. Well, obviously, my husband and I are not going to be able to do that. So we started asking our kids and even our 11 grandkids to do it when we're gone. And a special thanks to our 2 daughters who are here today. Another thing about me, I believe in the power of the young child. 2 years ago, I joined a new Montgomery County nonprofit called Children's Opportunity Alliance. It is dedicated to the care and education of the very young child, aged birth to 5. This age span, by the way, when it comes to educating humans, happens to be the best return on investment. We learn so much between the years of 0 to 5 when these little humans are well cared for and well educated. Families, communities, societies, economies flourish. Parents can go to work knowing their children are in safe learning environments. And the children are becoming the next generation of student leaders and community leaders and business leaders. Now, if you look around right now, you might notice, you might be surprised, but every single person in here used to be 0 to 5. Each one of you is crucial to our current and future well-being. So again, thank you for being here. This past January, Craig and I established the Rupert Family Fund here at Montgomery College in support of the early childhood education program. It is crucial that young children have dedicated caretakers and highly prepared teachers guiding them. And when someone makes the decision to do this work, Craig and I believe that you deserve to earn a living wage. One that allows you to raise your own families in Montgomery County and to sustain the career you love. And now, to every student's advocate in the room, Craig and I ask you to think about the philosophy of 100 years of giving. We ask you to help us propel the early childhood education program here at Montgomery College into the future, a future where there really is a sustainable living. Students need supports to thrive in the classroom, and they deserve a career ladder in order to fully participate in the economic life of Montgomery County. This is a hard project, actually. It calls for the energy and vision of business leaders and philanthropy. I ask you now to join us at Montgomery College in building an early care and education system that all of our families and all of our businesses and our entire economy deserves. So in closing, I'd like to introduce the real keynote speaker, my husband, Craig, whom I'm enormously challenged every single day by. So, Craig, would you share some thoughts?
We challenge each other, okay? I'm happy to follow Patty. I've been following her now for 43 years, Patty. I made the mistake last week of saying it was only 34 years. It's 44. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm like Patty, we're super proud to be here. Thank you to Mary Pat and to Dr. Williams and the elected officials here today, and 150 students that are here, and community members and friends. It's good to see everybody, especially those that are from the Rupert family of businesses and actually family. So thank you guys for all being here. Patty started off her comments with a little about me, and that was her. But I thought, I should say the same thing. So I'm going to tell you a little about me and how I got here. And then I'm going to talk a little about the interaction between business and education, okay? So I grew up in a family of 8. We were 2 miles from here at the D.C. line. And my brother Chris and I, who's here, started the business when we were teenagers, cutting grass in the neighborhood. That's what we did, right? And we didn't, I'll speak for myself. I didn't really enjoy it. But I did it to make money, which I needed to do. And over the years, you stuck with it. You stuck with it. And this is what when I say this, I think of students, okay? I'm thinking of students. I did spend a short time in college, and I didn't do so well. I was really happy with C's, but unfortunately I got a lot more D's. And quite a collection of parking tickets. Okay, that was my education. But I went back to school after about 7 years in business, and I went to Montgomery College, and I took one class. And the class was the Introduction to Landscape Contracting, or something along those lines. And I think I learned more in that one night class, which lasted like 12 weeks, than I did in 12 months of college. So, when this opportunity came along, I was very supportive of it because I learned a lot at Montgomery College. Let me say this. You hear a lot of speakers talk to students about going to college and entering life and trying to find their passion, right? Find your passion and then find a job that you can fulfill that passion with. Well, let me say this. I didn't do that. We kept working, and I know I didn't like it at first. I got a little better at it, a little more time, made a little money at it. Then I got recognized for it. It got easier, and slowly the passion found me. So if you're in college or school here and you don't know what you're going to do, you're normal. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I don't think many of us do. But stick with something, and the passion will eventually find you. So today our business is here in Montgomery County. We have about 500 team members that either live or work in the county, and we've been doing it for 50 years. So you stumble along for 50 years. All right. So we're in uncertain times. I don't care what business you're in or what career you're in. Right now, there's uncertainty about the future. Makes what we're doing, thinking ahead, harder, right? So in our business, and in a lot of businesses and careers, you're juggling a lot of things. You have customers to find, employees to hire, jobs to get done, equipment to take care of and maintain and repair. You have to collect your money. You have to be profitable. It's not easy to do all those things. And if you're not successful and you're not profitable, then you can't share. You can't be more generous. And one thing you learn over time is, like, the most important thing, and I think of Montgomery College when I say this, is our job is to develop our people, right? That means listen to them, means be fair, means get to know them, means teach, coach, mentor, and really help to develop. And that allows our team members to learn more, take on more responsibility, get promoted, and earn more. Everybody wants to earn more. And if we do that well, then they can take care of their families, who can go to school and get an education, take a vacation, and contribute back to the community. So I'll just close with, that's what we're trying to do. And that's what Montgomery College is trying to do. And if we do that well, these kinds of gifts will be possible in the future. And the support, these funds are going to help families with kids, students with kids. And that makes sense, because everything we do at work we couldn't do without the support at home. And so I believe in it, and I think this is funds well directed, and I know families will benefit and business will benefit. So once again, thank you all for listening. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of your dessert. I had a good lunch. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce a proud Montgomery College student and scholarship recipient. She is a member of the college's Renaissance Honors Program and a future biomedical engineer. This incredibly impressive young woman maintains a 3.91 GPA while serving as president of the Germantown Campus Student Government Association. And she does all of this while balancing her time in the development office as a student assistant. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Miss Denicia Joctane Akaga.
My name is Denisa Joctane. Thank you, Ms. Pat, for introducing me. And I am a bioengineering major here at MC. I'm graduating this semester. I came to this country and to this college unsure of what was before me, uncertain if I would find my place or the courage to succeed in a new environment. I was born in the United States, but left at 4 years old for Gabon, where I lived until I graduated from high school. In Gabon, I earned a spot at the most prestigious boarding school of the country. Out of 300 applicants, only 33 were accepted, and I was fortunate to be one of them. While the school was close to home, we weren't allowed to see our families except during vacations. That separation from my family at a young age was difficult, but it prepared me for what was to come when I returned to the U.S. to pursue my college degree. Returning to the United States by myself was overwhelming. Here, I needed to navigate a new culture, adjust to a different educational system, repolish my English, and make new friends. When I enrolled at Montgomery College, I wondered, what kind of community would I find here? Would I be able to build meaningful connections? Would I be able to thrive? Then I took one small step that changed everything. I joined a club. That one decision opened doors I never expected. Academically, my transition to MC was smooth. I eased into college-level work by taking English, psychology, and arts during my first semester, which helped me rebuild my confidence. By the next semester, I was ready to take on the challenge of STEM courses with Calculus 1, Principles of Chemistry 1, and Introduction to Engineering Design. That last course is particularly transformative for me. I wasn't just learning theory, I was building structures, experimenting with 3D printing, and applying real-world engineering concepts. For the first time, I could envision a future in this field, and I knew I was on the right path. Outside the classroom, I faced another reality. I needed to think about financial stability. While my mom helped with some necessities, I wanted to become more independent. If I wanted to save for a car, pay for phone service, or even enjoy streaming services, I needed a job. So I explored MC's job site and found a position in the Montgomery College Development and Alumni Relations Office. This opportunity gave me financial stability while allowing me to develop professional skills that will benefit me in the future. It was through my work with the Montgomery College Foundation that I was introduced to something new, philanthropy. In Gabon, philanthropy isn't very common, but now as a proud and grateful scholarship recipient, I've experienced firsthand the impact that scholarship donors have on students like me. Knowing that I have the financial support of my scholarship donors has allowed me to focus more on my classes and less on how I'm going to pay for them. With the encouragement of my professors and the guidance of the Renaissance Honors Program, I applied to 7 highly regarded engineering programs. To date, I have already been accepted by 3: Duquesne University, Drexel University, and Rochester Institute of Technology. Thank you. And I'm still waiting on responses from the others. But along with my acceptance letters, I've also received the scholarship support I need to complete my biomedical engineering program. It took a lot of hard work to get to this point, as well as a lot of encouragement and guidance, all things that MC has provided to me and to so many other students. So I would like to end my remarks just as I began them, with just a slight twist. I came to this country and this college unsure of what was before me. I'm now leaving with confidence, gratitude, and a clear vision for the future that once felt out of reach. So it is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Erica Weber, Scholarship Donor and Vice Chair of the Montgomery College Foundation Board of Directors. Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Thank you, Denisha, and congratulations to you, Iman and Lauren, on your graduation in May. The 3 of you did an incredible job representing your fellow student body members today. As Mary Pat mentioned, I'll be stepping into the role of chair of the MC Foundation Board on July 1st. I would like to take a moment to thank Mary Pat for her outstanding leadership of the foundation. It has been a privilege serving alongside her and witnessing her incredible impact the foundation and its supporters have on our students. I look forward to leading the Montgomery College Foundation in building on this success, advancing the college's reach through advocacy and philanthropy. In particular, I want to focus on the board's daily and long-range endeavors on ensuring the foundation's investments continue to grow. We want current and future generations of outstanding students to be assured that Montgomery College Foundation is bringing all of its resources to bear with the goal of eliminating barriers and clearing the path for them to achieve their goals and inspirations. One of my key priorities as chair will be ensuring that we reach, and perhaps even surpass, our $50 million fundraising goal. That our college, our community, our future campaign will provide unprecedented philanthropic support to students who have the drive, work ethic, and potential to achieve anything they set their minds to. What is lacking is the necessary financial resources. Through this historical campaign, we can ensure that more students have access to the opportunities they deserve, and that Montgomery College remains a place where dreams can take shape and futures are built. This luncheon is always a heartwarming event, reminding us of the impact that we have as a collective community of donors, and a visible sign of the strength and optimistic future ahead for the college and the students we proudly serve. I hope that as you leave here today, you take with you the inspiring stories of the students whose lives you've touched. Your generosity in making dreams a reality, and for that, we are truly grateful. To our graduates, many congratulations on a job well done. And to those who are continuing, we hope to see you next year.